Here in Nashville, after a spirited Titans practice, Ian Rappaport, Sarah Walsh, very pleased to be joined by new Titans coach Brian Callahan. I guess not that new, but first training camp.
It feels like it's been a long time.
I'm sure that it does. You guys have been out here for more than a week.
Yep.
What have you seen?
I've seen a really competitive team. I think that's the best part is we got a bunch of guys that love playing football. They work really hard. Our practices are competitive. They've got high energy, and as a coach, as a head coach, it's all you can ask for. You know, we're fine-tuning details and all that, but the core of our team and how they practice is fantastic.
The core of this team has often been and mostly been about running the football. This franchise has greats, the Earl Campbell, Derrick Henry, who just left. There was Chris Johnson. There was Eddie George. And this has been a team that would just run.
Right.
That,
I mean, I knew that, but
yes.
Just hearing her say it.
So that's what this franchise has been known to do. And now you've got a receiving core that is incredible in Calvin Ridgely, DeAndre Hopkins, Tyler Boyd. And we're seeing a shift in what this franchise has done historically. So can you talk about sort of pioneering this shift here and how good this offense could be on the passing side?
Yeah, that part's exciting. You know, those are all three really veteran, good receivers. I think Will Levis has had a really nice start to camp. I'm excited about what he's done, and so you put all those things together, it has the makings of a productive passing group. But I do, as you mentioned, all those incredible running backs and run games that they've had here. You know, I think my dad would maybe disown me if I didn't talk about how good we think we're going to be able to run the ball. It's going to be a different style maybe than what we're used to, but our two running backs between Tony Pollard and Tajay Spears, I think, are going to be two fantastic one-two punch complement in the run game and the pass game. So I'm excited about the whole pieces because I think we have the makings of being a really competitive offense. And you know, I'm kind of all about scoring as many points as possible, whatever way is best.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how you get there, right?
It doesn't matter.
I mean, if I know your dad, I feel like he will make sure that you guys run the ball and have a excellent offensive line.
Yes.
He is one of the best. Certainly a pretty good addition to this coaching staff. You guys added to his offensive line in the draft, taking J.C. Latham. Obviously, you have Skoronski, who seems bigger this year.
Yeah, bigger, stronger. He looks really good so far.
And you added Cushenberry. I know there's 5 of them, but those 3 should be really solid and talented. What have you seen from that side, and then Latham specifically?
Yeah, I think we have a really cool collection of young talent there between J.C. Peter and Lloyd. Obviously, Lloyd's just in his second contract, and he's played really well over his first 4 years in the league, and so to feel like that side is cemented for the foreseeable future, and JC's had a great start, obviously making a transition from right to left, really done a nice job, and you see all of his power and strength and all those things that made him a top 10 pick. Peter's bigger, stronger, has looked really good as a second-year player, and then our job is to find the right side and where we're going to find who's going to start at right tackle and right guard, and I think we'll be able to put together a pretty good group of 5 guys. And again, you got 3 really core, solid players, 2 high first-round picks, and you got to fix the rest of it to make it a competitive line. So excited about where those guys are at.
Things can change really quickly in this league, and I'll go back even to a year ago. A lot of times people just remember what you did last, but a year ago at this time, I don't think that anyone expected the Texans, for example, to do what they did last season. So for your group, what is the one thing that really needs to happen for you guys to be a team like that can do a turnaround maybe faster than anybody thinks?
I think we're fully capable of that. I think we have the requisite talent to be able to do that. Everyone's got places are strong and places they're weaker, and I think that it's going to be a matter of how well our team comes together and plays together, and how well Will plays in that role. And I think that having Will play good football is going to go a long way into having us be a really competitive team. And again, I love the spirit of our team. I love the players that we have here. It's a great place to come to work every day, and they do a great job competing. So you got those things, you got a chance. And I think we have enough talent to go beat anybody in the league, and that's going to be our goal. It happens every year. Somebody goes from worst to first, and I just think you focus on your process, and you put players in good positions, and you hope that that's enough.
What do you need to see from Will this year? I mean, obviously played a ton last year, but come into this offseason as he's the guy, no competition. What do you need to see from him?
Yeah, that goes a long way, I think, mentally, being the guy versus having to compete for a job. You have a chance to there's not as quick of a leash.
Yeah.
And so now you can practice and try throws that maybe you wouldn't before because you're just trying to make sure you're doing the right thing. But now you can experiment, find out what you can get away with, find out what other guys can do to help you in the offense. But the big thing for Will is, he completed balls at I think maybe a 57, 58% rate, and the key for us I think is going to be to jump him up into that 68 to 70%. He made a lot of big splash plays, and now it's going to be still making those plays while reining in some of the intermediate passing game and completing the ball at a little bit higher rate to keep us moving down the field. So, so far, so good.
Callie, thank you very much. Really appreciate this time. It has been awesome time here in Nashville, and once you get back to it, we'll send it back to you guys.